Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Welcome to the Shadow Frequency, the podcast where we dive into the eerie, the unexplained, and the downright chilling. I'm Juniper, your producer, and tonight we're stepping into the shadows of an 18th century mystery that's haunted historians and codebreakers for over 250 years. The Shugborough Inscription, a cryptic sequence of letters carved into a monument in Staffordshire, England. Is it a clue to the Holy Grail, a secret society's hidden message, or something far stranger? Matt, what's got you so spooked about this one?
Oh, Juniper, this one's got my paranormal senses tingling. Picture this, a secluded estate, a stone monument with a mirrored painting of shepherds pointing at a tomb, and 10 letters that no one has ever fully cracked. It's like the universe itself is whispering secrets we're not meant to hear.
Whispering secrets? Sounds like we're in for a creepy ride. So, Matt, take us to Shugborough Hall and unravel this enigma. Listeners, brace yourselves for episode 121 of The Shadow Frequency in 3, 2, 1...
Deep in the misty grounds of Shugborough Hall, Staffordshire, England, stands the Shepherd's Monument, a structure that feels like it's holding its breath, waiting for someone to unlock its secrets. Built between 1748 and 1756, commissioned by Thomas Anson and funded by his brother, Admiral George Anson, this monument isn't just a pretty piece of 18th century art. It's a puzzle wrapped in a mystery carved in stone. Below a marble relief, a mirror image of Nicholas Poussin's painting, The Shepherds of Arcadia, lies a sequence of letters, O-U-O-S-V-A-V-V, flanked by a D and an M on a lower plane. For over 2 centuries, these letters have defied explanation, earning the Shugborough Inscription a place among the world's top uncracked ciphers. Let's set the scene. Poussin's painting depicts 3 shepherds and a woman gathered around a tomb, with the Latin phrase, et in Arcadia ego, I am even in Arcadia. It's a reminder of death's presence, even in paradise. But at Shugborough, the monument flips the painting, adding a sarcophagus and those cryptic letters. Why? What's the message? The paranormal allure of this mystery pulls us into a web of ancient secrets. Some believe the inscription is a map to the Holy Grail itself, that sacred chalice of legend tied to Christ's Last Supper, or in some tales, to a divine bloodline. The connection deepened in 1982 when the Holy Blood and the Holy Grail suggested Poussin was a member of the Priory of Sion, a secret society guarding earth-shattering truths. Could the inscription be their code, pointing to a relic hidden by the Knights Templar? Imagine the Templars, cloaked in shadow, secreting the Grail away during the Crusades, encoding its location in stone for only the initiated to find. The monument's shepherds point to specific letters in et in Arcadia ego, their fingers lingering on the N and R, as if urging us to look closer. One theory proposed on websites like shugboroughcode.com claims the inscription translates to a message about Arx, France, a place tied to the Templar treasure and a mysterious tomb. The letters D and M? Some say they stand for Dagobert Merovingian, a king linked to the supposed bloodline of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. The air around Shugborough feels thick with possibility, as if the monument itself is alive, guarding truths too dangerous for the uninitiated. And then there's the Rosicrucian angle. Oystein Rustad, in his work The Shugborough Inscription Deciphered, argues the letters and et in Arcadia ego form a Rosicrucian manifesto, pointing to the origins of the Rose Cross, a mystical order shrouded in legend. Rosicrucians, with their esoteric knowledge, might have embedded a spiritual riddle in the stone, a call to enlightenment that only the enlightened could decode. The monument's design, with its Doric columns and laurel wreaths, feels like a temple to hidden wisdom, a place where the veil between worlds thins. Every detail of the Shepherd's Monument screams intention. The reverse painting, the extra sarcophagus, the precise placement of the letters. It's as if Thomas Anson or someone close to him wanted to ensure this puzzle endured, taunting us across centuries. The fact that minds like Charles Darwin and Charles Dickens tried and failed to crack it only deepens the eerie mistake. Is this a message from a secret society, a clue to a sacred relic, or something even more otherworldly? The Shugborough Inscription feels like a whisper from the past, daring us to listen. Juniper, what do you think? Could this be the key to the Holy Grail, or are we chasing ghosts in the English countryside?
Matt, I'm getting chills just thinking about those shepherds pointing at that tomb, like they're guiding us to something huge. I'm leaning toward the Grail theory. It's too creepy to be anything else. What's next?
Oh, we're diving deeper, Juniper. Let's explore more theories and maybe even question if this whole thing is more than it seems. Stay tuned, listeners, after the break.
Wow, listeners, how wild is this Shugborough Inscription? A code that's haunted scholars for centuries, possibly hiding the Holy Grail or a secret society's truth. I bet you're as spooked as I am. We're about to dive back in with Matt to explore more theories and maybe a twist that'll make you question everything. If you're loving the Shadow Frequency, you can like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all the major podcast directories. And visit our website at shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you can catch every episode, read our Shadow blog, leave a voicemail telling us where you're listening from, and if you want to support us a little bit, you can buy us a coffee on the site. Now let's check the mailbag for some listener love. I gotta hit the button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
There we go. We've got a great email from Devin in Illinois. He writes, got my new Shadow Frequency mug. Love it. Love all the episodes on UFOs. You guys make my late night drive so much creepier in the best way. Thanks, Devin. We're thrilled that you're enjoying the show and that mug. Keep those UFO stories coming, listeners. Want to share your thoughts? You can email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Matt, back to you for the second half.
Welcome back to the Shadow Frequency, where we're unraveling the chilling mystery of the Shugborough Inscription. We've explored its ties to the Holy Grail, the Knights Templar, and secret societies like the Rosicrucians, but there's more to this enigma. Let's dive into some other theories and maybe a shadow of doubt. One fascinating idea comes from George Edmonds' 2016 book, Anson's Gold, which suggests the inscription is a treasure map, not for the Grail, but for multi-million-pound cash hidden on an unknown island. Edmund ties it to Admiral George Anson's global expeditions, proposing the letters OUOSVAVV encode coordinates to a fortune. Picture it, a pirate's treasure encoded in stone, waiting for the right mind to find it. The numbers don't quite add up, but the idea of a worldly adventurer like Anson hiding such a secret adds a thrilling layer to the monument's mystery. Another theory from linguist Keith Massey leans mystical yet grounded. He suggests the letters alongside DM for dismanibus, Latin for to the spirits of the dead, form a Latin memorial to a woman named Magdalene, possibly Mary Magdalene, encoded with a polyalphabetic cipher. This ties back to the Priory of Sion and the bloodline legend, keeping the paranormal pulse racing. Could the monument be a secret tribute to a divine feminine figure hidden in plain sight? But here's where a chill of skepticism creeps in. Historian A.J. Morton argues the inscription might be nothing more than 19th century graffiti, added long after the monument's creation around 1748 to 1756. He points to names like Mary Venables Vernon and Viscount Anson, suggesting the letters are initials of Shugborough's residents like Orgreave united with Overlay and Shugborough, Viscount, Anson, Venables, Vernon. It's a mundane explanation, and Morton himself worried he'd destroyed something magical. The lack of early records mentioning the inscription supports this, but it feels too ordinary for a monument so steeped in eerie intent. Why craft such a complex cipher for mere names? The paranormal pull of the inscription lies in its defiance of logic. The reverse Poussin painting, the deliberate placement of the shepherd's fingers, the cryptic DM, it's as if the monument is a portal to another realm of knowledge. Some even speculate an otherworldly hand, perhaps a message from beyond, encoded by someone or something with access to secrets we can't fathom. The Shugborough inscription remains unsolved, its letters glowing with possibility. Is it a sacred clue, a treasure map, or a cosmic riddle? The truth, I believe, lies in the shadows, waiting for those brave enough to decode it. Juniper, are you still feeling the Grail vibes, or is this mystery starting to feel like a trick?
Matt, I'm still hooked on the idea of a secret society hiding something huge. But that graffiti theory's got me second guessing. It's almost too normal, you know? What's your take?
I'm not ready to let go of the paranormal just yet, Juniper. There's something alive in that stone. Listeners, head to the shadowfrequencypodcast.com and tell us what you think. Juniper, wrap us up.
What a haunting journey through the Shugborough Inscription. It's a clue to the Holy Grail or a secret society's code, or maybe it's just a clever trick from centuries past. Matt took us deep into this 18th century puzzle, from Templar treasures to Rosicrucian riddles, with a hint of skepticism to keep us grounded. Visit shadowfrequencypodcast.com to dive into our shadow blog for more on this mystery. Listen to past episodes or leave a voicemail. We'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. Until next time, keep your ears open for the whispers of the unknown. This is Juniper, signing off from the Shadow Frequency. Stay spooky, Shadow Seekers.
Have a favorite episode of the Shadow Frequency? Let us know. Email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com and tell us which episode has kept you up at night, and you'll be entered into our drawing to win a copy of Encounters, True Stories of UFO Sightings, Alien Abductions, and Extraterrestrial Contacts. An essential read for any true believer. Deadline to enter, June 7th. Don't miss your chance to bring the unknown a little closer to home. See you in the shadows.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.